Welcome, everyone, to Judy's Mind Body. I'm happy to see you today. And we're going to begin with a stool. And you can use a wall if you like. This is just basically to warm up the feet. You're going to come to the balls of the feet and lengthen up, releasing your heels off the floor. And that stretches out the calves in a pretty good way. And now you're going to come back through the center of the foot, your bubbling spring area, and lift the toes in front and bring up one hand. And bring that back down to the stool. Glide forward, come up to the balls of the feet, and lift the other hand. This is an accessible way of really stretching through the body. You're coming up onto your toes, and the arm is going overhead. Beautiful. And I won't ask you to bring both hands up, but I bet some of you can. So if you want to do that, you could do that. I'll resist. Okay, so we always need to know what our own capabilities are, but that's one way you can start playing. And now we're going to go back and forth, doing a forward, back, up and down weight shift with stool. It's a very good way to warm up the feet. And also check out your alignment. You can think of a string coming from the back of the skull here that's bringing you up towards the heavens on one side. And on the other side, the same thing. How do we center our heads with our body? This is a good trick. Just bring the hand up there and you've got it. Bring the string back. And now bring this, you're back on your heels now, and you're going to come forward and now pull up that string. Beautiful. Okay. Now we're going to do a side-to-side weight shift. The most important part about a side-to-side weight shift is keeping the head level. So you can do that by finding what we call a drishti point in yoga, and probably in Qigong there's a similar term for that. And you find where the third eye here is, right in the center of your forehead. Where is your gaze going to be? It's going to be a kind of gaze that will bring you across this way and across this way. And you keep that gaze in that line going. So for me, that's where mine is, but find the middle in your forehead and just bring a string across this way and a string across back. I think I dipped a little bit in the middle. So you want to get it so it's finally level. And this heel will lift over here, and this heel will lift over here. I'm using a rider on horse position here, which is the feet open. And I'm just going to play with that now. So this is what we call a propeller in Qigong, if we come back to center here. And you can just do one arm. So bring this arm up in a level place, right opposite your neck. And you're going to come around this way with your rider on horse position and just release, holding onto the stool, this arm. And as you make a turn here, you're doing a spinal twist, and that's going to come back to center, and you'll inhale here. Now bring that other arm up, and you still got this arm here, and find your rider on horse with your feet out like that. And you're going to start here. Inhale, following your drishti point all the way around here so that your head is relatively level. And as you twist the spine here, you're releasing a lot of energy from the nerves that come off the spine. So here is the inhale, and here is the exhale. You might just stay there for a moment and feel that spinal twist and breathe, resting your back toe back there or holding on. Come back to center, inhale. Stabilize everything. Take hold of your stool. Come around this way, releasing the back heel perhaps, so that always your knee, your ankle, and your hip are moving together. Come back to center, and you have accessibility. All right, now we're going to play with that idea with a forward back weight shift. So if you have a stool or you don't have a stool, you can start here on this side of the stool. And you're going to exhale down. Take hold of the stool for a minute. We're going to shift towards it. Release the other heel. This is your yin leg now. There's not any weight in it. And this leg has a little bit of bend in it, the one that's next to the stool. That's your yang leg. Let's do that on the other side here. Let's first remember to sink down first. Both knees are slightly bent now. Shift towards the stool. And now bring your weight into that leg and release the other leg. As long as you've got the stool, you can do lots of fun things here. Some of you might even want to bring the knee up, out, and down. So we could do that over here. You got a stool, you should be pretty safe. Shift down. This is the yang leg now. This is the yin, the resilient leg, the feminine leg. You could bring it up, out, and down. You can do lots of things with this. This is a fun way to use the accessibility part of it to just play with it. Beautiful. So you've got always tons of options depending on what your body does. So we're going to now do a forward back weight shift with stool. Drop down. We're going to come through yoga. You're going to bring this leg is the bent leg. You're going to release this heel here and come into Virabhadrasana 1, which is the warrior 1 in yoga, and look up. You can do that holding onto the chair if you like. And feel that. Good. Now we're going to go to the other side of the stool. We'll start with this leg as the yang leg, the inside leg. But first we'll drop down, shift towards the stool, anywhere you want to hold on to it. Bring up the other leg. Feel this resilience of it. This is the yang leg. It's strong. It's got a little bend in it. And then release that heel. And you're going to come into Virabhadrasana 1 over here. This is the warrior pose in yoga. And we're going to relate it now to a forward back shift. So notice where your feet are. This foot in front, when the toes come up, that's your weight shift. When you come forward, the back heel lifts. So there's a relationship between yoga and Tai Chi, which started sometime around 13,000 years ago, maybe, or just 9. Nobody knows. Good. So let's just lift that now. We'll come into Virabhadrasana 1 over here. Feel it. You're a warrior, but it's kind of a warrior for peace. It's admitting your own strength and power, and you don't have to do anything strong to show it. But you can do this with one hand. Beautiful. Now we'll turn that into a forward back weight shift. Dropping down, rider and horse position, shift over here towards the stool, little bend in that leg, it's going to be yang, and drop the other heel. And now we're going to walk forward here, or bend forward here. Come back in a second. We are going to walk forward. Now we're going to walk forward, pulling ropes. This knee is bent. This is yang. Good. Now pull with the other hand. Yang leg starts. Good. Now, when you get about 3 steps forward, start back with the toe of this foot, and then the toe of the other foot. And the foot that's moving is where has the rope. And you're starting from the toe to the heel. And those of you that just want to do it in place, you could just do this and pretend you're going to move forward, but just feel it there, or set up several chairs there to do it. Okay, on the other side, we'll do our Buddhist walk or Tai Chi walk forward. Ready? This time we're going to hold something over our heads, like a bowl of something, like waiters that don't drop their stuff. So you could start here with one hand and just try this. And then when you're ready, we'll go here very slowly not compromising our posture, but definitely playing with our walk. Good. I think we did about 5 steps. Now we're going to start with the toe of this foot over here and come back. Toe to heel. Toe. See if you can hold it over your head. Hopefully that stuff isn't going to drop. Good. And now we're back to where we started. So lots of ways you can play with a stool. And now if we were to do anything here, we would be to say that's either a Buddhist walking meditation or a Tai Chi walk played with ropes. As we come into Qigong moves, we want to practice slowness and breath connection. So let's start with our right hand on our belly and our left hand at our heart. And we'll do a 3-part breath from yoga. Inhale, expand the belly, the rib cage, and the upper chest, and the collarbones rise. And now exhale down from the top without dropping them. Inhale and exhale down. And the belly comes in, moving towards the Ming Men, the low spine here. Inhale, expansion. You'll feel your tummy open there, all the way up to the collarbones. And now as you exhale, don't drop the body. Ready? Hold your collarbones in place. 3, 2, 1. Expand. 1, 1, 2, 3. Contract. 3, 3, 2, 1. And push in a little bit just to feel their abs at working here. This is core work. Inhale. 2, 3. Exhale down without raising your shoulders. 3, 2, 1. Contract to the Ming Men. 1, 2, 3. Push in. Inhale and exhale out. Make a sound like shh. Inhale. Shh. So a little breath work helps us get started. Now we're going to tap down. We're bringing the Qi, or the intrinsic energy, to the body. And as we do that, we want to fold forward from the hips, flat back, halfway down. And then we round the spine to come down towards our toes. And you're going to actually end up with the fingers outside the toes. Now bring the backs of the palms together like this. Inhale up, expand. And we have the fountain, a beautiful Qigong move for dropping in front of the fingers in front of the toes here. And you're going to inhale once more. Open. And you can try sounds here. You could inhale and go, ooh, ooh, or aha, aha. Just don't forget to breathe first. And the next one, ahi, ahi. And notice how that breath is coming from the diaphragm area or in from the low spine. Aho, aho. And now you're going to shake it down as you come down, because shaking is part of Qigong. Ahi. Okay, let's try that again. Inhale first. Ahi. And shake it all the way down. And all the way up. Beautiful. And the most important thing is to find the happiness that's in Qigong. All right. So let's go now into some basic things that we have in terms of Qigong. Triple burner. Your feet are in a V, rider and horse position. And you're going to exhale slowly down. Inhale to expansion. And exhale, contraction. And let's just blow out and blow. Inhale with the funnel position. And now funnel it out like you're going to whistle. And one more. Now we're going to use the Qigong breath. Place your tongue on the upper palate behind the upper teeth. Inhale, release the jaw. Inhale through the nose. Exhale now. 3 more of these. Triple burner. Coming through 3 dantians, head. Middle one is the heart and lungs, and the bottom one is the abdomen. The propeller. Inhale. Inhale all the way across and exhale all the way back with your spinal twist. Picking up a feather and letting it go. Release the back heel of your back foot. Flatten the palm. Use your peripheral vision to see that flattened hand come down, almost like you're painting on that exhale. And as you inhale, bring up the thumb and the forefinger together and really stretch through this whole rib cage and sink it down. And one more. The beauty of Qigong is being able to see with new clarity, feel with new clarity, and slow things down. Now we're going to shift the feet around this way so that your toes are over here. Inhale up, and you're basically extending that leg back there, and the heel automatically wants to lift, and that's okay. Just make sure you have some kind of pressure into the ground so you don't fall over. We'll take this 2 more times here. Good. So that's really a test of our balance. Sometimes in the day it's harder to do than others. Okay, we're going to do this coming up, and you're going to do a side bend. Your hands are all the way up in the air, and you're going to bring this hand down the outside of the thigh here. And this hand's going to come overhead. And you can look up at it if you want to feel that you're between 2 panes of glass, perhaps. Flatten the whole body as you make your spinal twist here. And you turn into a C curve here, especially if you look up at the palm. And we'll do another one of those. It's such a fun thing to C curve your body. This hand slides down the thigh, outside of the thigh. Beautiful. Moving into some circles, we'll bring the palms behind us and maybe just pull the shoulders apart there if that's comfortable for you. You want the shoulders to be down. And you're going to bring your chin to the chest and circle a half rainbow this way. It's upside down, and half rainbow the opposite way. 3 times. That gets the ear over towards this shoulder and the ear over towards the other shoulder. Good. Without raising the shoulders very much, you've got them fastened behind, right? Now try it all the way around from your right to your left. And then go back opposite, left to right. And we'll do that again, one way. And the other way. Try to stabilize the body. Good. Now we're going to do the owl. Bring the arms out in Tadasana, which means you open the palms forward. You're in your rider on horse position. You're going to inhale and look to your right. And then look to your center. And then look to your left. And then release the palms, but without any tension at all. Move the head all the way across. The owl sees a very long way. So keep a nice drishti point here. Maybe the center of your forehead. Find that place and just have that move across level with whatever that is for you. You can find a place in your space, wherever you are, to really create a line there and follow it with your finger. It's probably going to be over your screen. And one more to the center and let it go. Shake it out from the feet up through the whole body. And our next one is going to be heaven and earth. This hand comes up all the way and flattens up there. This hand comes down and flattens over here. And extend both directions. Then inhale, center. And this hand is the one to come up. And the other one is the hand to be going down. Heaven and earth, two lines of energy, one moving up and one moving down. Beautiful. And sink it down slowly. And ground it. We're going to ground several times now. Feet in a V. Coming up to the heart, not too far apart. Exhaling down. Coming up to the head. Very slowly exhaling down because we want relaxation response to kick in. And we'll bring it above that to the trees. Wherever you are, hopefully you can see some during the day and take a walk. And then higher up to the mountains. And then up to the clouds. Open. Feel the joy of that. And slowly sink it down on the exhale. And then why not go to the stars? Let's go there. Slight back bend of the upper spine. You're still very grounded. Feel your feet. And slowly, ever so slowly, exhale down. Even if you can't do one exhale, just keep the palms moving slowly. That trains the body. Beautiful. We're going to now come into a yogic prayer. Bring the palms together. Feel the warmth of them as they come traveling down the body to the abdomen on the exhale. And the palms are together here. This is different than practicing with the Chih. This is your prana, and it does cause warmth too between the hands. But your Legong points are really something different. Legong points with the palms apart for the Chih. When you come down, you've inhaled up. Now you're going to exhale down, and they're going to be connecting through the centers here. They're looking at each other. Sometimes you can look at them and they turn red too. You're going to come back up into prayer. Let the Legong points look at each other right here, these center points. They're in polarity. And feel the Chih that's there. And let's open the palms and feel them as slowly as they come back. They're rounded, the fingers are relaxed, the palm is relaxed. And there's your exhale. And here is your inhale as you expand the ribs. And as you contract them, you can feel that also contracts your abdomen. And that energy is moving to the Ming Men back here at the low spine. So we want to make this beautiful connection here between the top of the crown of the head right here, back of the skull. Feel a feather pulling you up or a string. And then you want to feel the low tailbone area. And that's all connected through cervical, thoracic, and lumbar spine, all the way down, one line. So let's do that. all the way up this time. Connect those points all the way down from the crown of the head down, and exhale slowly down. Taking your breath as needed, but keeping the palms moving on the exhale periodically until you finally reach the abdomen. Beautiful. All right, we're going to move on to the propeller we've done. Let's pick up a feather and let it go, and then we will move on to our next step. And shift over here. A very easy feather here. Just having fun with your weight shift. Feeling the chi. Feeling the connection between the thumb and the forefinger. And coming back to rest. Knocking at the gates is next. Are we ready for that? We're going to knock here. Are you home, abdomen? Are you home, buttocks? And as you tap, really feel the feet in a V here so that you can release the back heel and nothing is getting stuck. Good. Now we're going to take it up to the kidney area by coming right above the waist. So make a long spine here, connection. Beautiful. You can go as fast or slow as you like. And now you're going to come to your lung points right here, just outside the area that has you going Tarzan sound right here at the sternum. Ah, that's very good for you. Okay, very good. Shake it out. Now we're going to do some beautiful things for the shoulders and the full arm. Breast stroke will follow here after a while, but we're doing the crawl. And you're really releasing that back foot. So we're bringing all the joints together as much as we can before we get to our Tai Chi Chih. Okay, this is our crawl stroke. Now we're going to be in place and do our back stroke. And you don't have to go high with this if your shoulders don't want to do it. You know, modify it for you. You might want to do this, or you might want to do the full feeling of lying on your back on a raft. And you're in nice warm water, maybe at the Caribbean. I don't know. I haven't really done this there, but why not? Okay. Now we're going to do the breaststroke. So here the palms are forward. And you're going to inhale first and then exhale. Bring the come in under the water and exhale out. Make a sound with your exhale. Maybe swish, swish, S-W-I-S-H. Breathe in, swish. You should probably feeling the abdomens now. Swish. That uses your abs to make that sound. Swish. Very good. All right. Wrist circles, elbows close to the body. Wrist circles also involve the forearms. You might even feel a little gesture up to your shoulders. That's normal when the joints begin to connect. And then circle the other way. Maybe think of the third finger as being the one that dominates the circle here. That way you'll go all the way around. Good. Now we're going to do a hips all the way around, forward, to your right, back, to your left. And breathe through it. You really want to feel your way of doing this circle, but feel all those points, the forward, side, back, side. Great. Now we're going to go the opposite way, forward, and this way, back to the side. Always trying to do one circles one way and then the other. And one more here. Good. Now, folding forward from the hips flat back, you're going to come down to take hold of your knees, feet are together here, and circle around to your right, to your left, and then from your left to the right. Good. Now, release your anything about the knees here. Straighten them almost without locking them. Slide down the shins to touch your ankles and just release the arms. And now bring the feet out in a V. Backs the palms together. Come all the way up for the fountain for the last time. Open. Inhale and prepare to exhale down with the palms connected here and fold forward here and then round the back when you get close to going down. And then come up into Tadasana, the mountain pose. And we're going to take some water now because we're hydrating now so that we're ready for Tai Chi Chih. I drink to your health and you can drink to mine. Water is the only drink that we have when we do this. And hopefully you have good air also. Air and water and a healthy body are what we need. And a healthy mind. Okay, sinking down. Rocking motion. Rock to the front of the foot, that's your inhale. Rock back and lift the toes, and it's your exhale. And sink in the middle. Sinking and rising is part of Qigong. So feel what this does to your body. You're sinking over the bubbling spring, and then you're inhaling to the front of the foot. And exhaling back. There's a lot of inherent figure eights here, so I would think this would be a nice idea. It's honoring long health, vitality, and the slowness of the figure eight is what we need for our health. Bringing the energy from earth all the way up and then turning it around and sending it all the way back down on the exhale. Building the Qi, cultivating it from the beginning, now that we're warmed up with Qigong. Tai Chi Chih, 19 movements and one pose are under the umbrella of Qigong. Four more. And the slower we go, and the rounder we feel it, and the softer, the better, always moving as much as we can through the center body. Bird flaps its wings. Inhale and sink. Feet are in a V. Sink to the front of the foot. Release the heels. And on the third one, one wrist circle forward. And inhale back. Two more cycles of bird flaps its wings. Last cycle.
Inhale and sink it down. And we'll do several groundings here, up to the heart and back down towards the abdomen. Through the middle dantian at the heart and up to the head, your third dantian, and exhaling down. And then 3 more, higher and higher, as you open and extend the spine. And then slowly exhale down. And now all the way up. Slight back bend of the upper spine. Hold it. Stabilize it in the feet. And now slowly connecting down. Shifting to the right to bring the left foot forward for around the platter in chest high water. Gliding forward, releasing the back heel, gliding back, releasing the front toe. The palms are rounded, relaxed, and the Legong points are facing the earth. Those that are in the middle of the palms, you're in chest high water. Feel the fingers on that water. Everything feels level and connected all the way through the body with the breath and the mind. 4 more. Last one. Bring that left foot back in. Inhale, lengthen the spine. And 1 grounding here. Now shift to your left and release your right heel forward around the platter right side. 9 times this time. Place the tongue on the upper palate. Breathe through your nose. Qigong breath. Release the jaw. Smile. Breathing in through the nostrils. Last one. Bring the left foot to calm it down. And now you're going to shift into the left to bring the right forward. No, you're going to shift into the right to bring the left forward. Around the platter, variation, picking up a ball of energy here at your left shoulder and bringing it down. Center it right opposite the heart or the sternum area. And as the palms drop here, the heel of the hand, feel the exhale as it moves into the back foot. The breath and the mind are really important. Connect them at the heart. Three more on this left side. Last one. Bring foot comes back. We single ground it. We shift towards this left side and bring the right heel forward. And come around again. You'll probably find that your drishti point at the third eye right here is higher than your screen. So let that happen. Who cares? You want to feel a nice connection of that string that pulls up the head towards the heavens. Last one. Beautiful. Inhale and sink it through the earth. We'll double ground it. And we'll shift to the right to bring the left foot forward again for a round to the platter variation, picking up a ball of energy here at your left shoulder and dropping its center right opposite the heart, with the fingers as level as they were and around the platter. And the heel of the hand is on the water. Feel the expansion in the belly and the contraction as you come back. Last one on your left side. Bring the foot back in. Inhale and exhale. And shift over to the left to bring the right heel forward. Ready? Here we go. Bring up your ball of energy here at your right shoulder and sink it middle ground. Right at the sternum. And let your drishti point up here bring you over your computer, but the chin is level to the earth. Last one on your right. Around the platter and around the platter variation, come to a graceful conclusion, resting on globes of energy. And prepare us for the next move, which is bass drum. The palms are in polarity here as they face each other, leg points connected. Inhaling and exhaling back, feeling your weight shift. The back heel lifts, the front toes lift ever so slightly, almost testing your balance here, and solidly thinking about the feet. Grounding ourselves always the best we can. Feel the foot move forward through the middle point, your bubbling spring into the front. And then feel it come back on the other side. On your exhale. 3 more. And the elbows and the hips seem to come together as you inhale forward here and exhale back. The joints seem to want to be connected. Two more. Last one. Beautiful. Inhale and sink it through the earth. Shifting to the left, Releasing your right for bass drum. And enjoy it. Scoop up that energy here. Inhale. And send it almost back over your shoulder. Surround yourself with the Chih, your intrinsic energy, and feel it. And one more here on the right side, a bass drum. Bring the foot back into rider on horse position with your feet apart and in a V. And we'll triple ground this because it's everyone's favorite move. You do the same thing twice, one on each side and then the other side. It's really cool. And so take it all the way up to celebrate that bass drum. Second to the voice in bringing people into community in ancient cultures. So we'll come all the way up here, look at the sun or the stars, and exhale slowly down. And now we're going to shift to the right to bring the left forward for daughter on the mountaintop. Inhale, bring your left hand close to your heart as the palms cross right at the heart, at the wrist level. And the fingertips are up, making 2 circles. Four more. Last 2. Bring the foot back in. And we'll single ground it and shift to the left to bring the right heel forward for daughter on the mountaintop. Forward here and then back on that exhale. There's an expansion. And here's a contraction at the belly. Feel it. Three more. Last one. Beautiful. Inhale it and so get like you're celebrating something really special. And then you're going to bring the hands all the way up here because we're now going to be doing daughter in the valley. Shift to the right and exhale down. And inhale up to the center and exhale back. Cultivating the Chih here as you come forward. It feels like a trail up the mountains to me always. Here's the inhale. And there's the top of the mountains as I move back. Glorious feeling. Daughter in the valley. Here's where you cultivate the inhale. And here's where you just let it go. 3 more here. Last one on the left. Bring the foot back. Inhale and sink it into the earth. And shift to your left to bring the right forward. And start up here again on top of the mountain to come into the valley. Inhale. And exhale back. Feel the weight shift now as it begins to really create a glide of centering the foot all the way through the middle and then releasing the back heel, centering, sliding, gliding, and then releasing the front toe, slowing down. And last one. On your right. Inhale and exhale and double ground it. Carry the ball to the side. Square your hips, pick up your ball, wind up, release this outside heel, yin leg, yang leg over here, and come across on a piano stool so that your hips are right under your upper body. And on the third one, bring in the right foot. Inhale to lengthen and sink. Wind up. Release the circle here as you move around. And third one here. And now we'll go back, wind up over this way. Release the right heel and moving right. Shifting across, keeping the head as even as we can, but not worrying too much about it. And one more this way. And let's move back to the left side. Wind up. Now you can begin to feel like you're a piece of seagrass, just shifted by the waters near the shore. Somewhere near the tide pools. Beautiful. Let's do several groundings here before we move into push-pull and pulling in the energy. We'll make them go up higher. Higher and more open. Like the joy of living. And all the way up here. Look up at the stars. Slight back bend, upper spine, and solidly with your feet. Put your toes into the earth and the heels. And now release down there. Lift. And slowly bring it down. Shifting to your right to release the left for push, pull, moving with the heel of the hand. Inhale and exhale. Forward and up and back to your heart. Really feeling a circle here of energy that returns to you on the inhale. Push, pull on your left side. Really feeling tall here. Add 4 inches to your spine in your concept. Exhaling forward. Inhaling back to your heart. And last one. Return the foot to rider on horse and ground it through the earth. And shift over to your left to release the right for push, pull, or giving and receiving energy. Feel this beautiful circle returning to your heart here on the inhale. And last one. Inhale and sink it into the earth. And double ground it. What a beautiful move that is. And shift to your right for the left forward, pulling in the energy from the farthest star in the universe. The palms have the fingers up. So you're pulling in the energy through your fingertips in a circle in the same place as we had with around the platter. So right there with the knuckles right at the sternum there. Seems to work. As we plead for energy, it's also a visualization within this moving meditation. What are you asking for? Ask it from the most distant star. Good. Last one here on the left. And then shifting to the left to bring your right heel forward. Let's think of it as peace, joy, love, life, and community. Other side. Peace, joy, love, life, and community. 5 great things. Bring that energy in. 3 more on your right side. Inhaling all those wonderful ideas of peace, life, love, joy, and community. And 1 more really slowly. Beautiful. And we'll carry this one all the way up to the head. And ground up to the trees. Feel it in your spine and in your breath and in your heart and your mind. And up above that to the clouds. And exhale it down slowly. Relaxation response growing. And now all the way up, slight back bend of the upper spine. Hold it, open the palms. Breathe. And slowly inhale and then sink it down. Keep your spine long. And a moment for hydration. Slowly walk to your water. How slowly can you walk? Use the Buddhist meditation for this. How slowly can you drink? And now we come to basic taffy. Your right hand will be under the left elbow, and you're going to pull the taffy across. Basic taffy. And last one here. Sink it into the earth. Let's double ground it. Our next will be anchor taffy. Anchoring your right leg and bringing your left foot forward, and the left hand is underneath. Centering the hips, and then moving that left hand as the invite hand over to the left, slowly. The palms never touch, but there's connection all the way across through the inside of the arm and down. And the back leg is anchored until you come in here, and then you pull it back in. And then it leads. Square the hips and go to the side. Enjoy it. And we'll do 2 more here. Anchor taffy. And back home. Beautiful. Circles taffy is next. Sinking and rising. Feet in a V. Right hand under and pull it to the right. Sink it. And now we'll go to the left. Sinking and rising. Enjoy it. And last one. Perpetual motion taffy is our third variation, and it starts with a heel step, moving with the taffy. Heel to toe. This is also a heart protector move when it moves down the inside of the arm and down. So interesting how these are all connected to Qigong. Justin Stone seemed to be aware of many things here, even though he didn't mention them all. Since it's perpetual motion taffy, we can take some liberty in numbers here. We go beyond 9 to whatever feels like it's right for you. Perpetual motion taffy with heel step. And we'll close right here. Inhale and sink it into the earth. And the tappies are done. So we'll do a little bit of extra grounding here. Up to the heart. Exhale down to the hills of wherever you are. And down to the clouds. And to the sun. Really stretch through the spine. Slight back bend upper spine. And then sink it all the way down slowly on relaxation response. And now we move to working the pulley on your left side. Your right arm will be right underneath the hip here, and your left will come from here. It's a diagonal cross. Kind of like a swim move, like so beautiful. We don't want to go beyond someone else's shoulders here. So you can always tap into the shoulder over there of that person, shoulder over there of this person. You want to connect that diagonal cross with your feet so you don't slide over or fall over. So you might want to bring the forward back weight shift a little bit closer together so that you can, I like to glide on a carpet like this and glide through the front ball of the foot and glide through the back heel. It's still a weight shift. It's just going at a diagonal. So you have to figure out how to do it without torquing your knee, your ankle, or any part of your body that needs to move diagonally here. I think that's good. We'll bring the left foot back in. Inhale to sink it through the earth. Beautiful. Now we're going to bring this left hand under the hip here. You're going to bring this right hand out from the heart and bring your right heel forward and start. Since everything starts with the breath, you're going to exhale forward here. And then as you inhale back, it pulls this hip back with you. The dominant hand is on your right side. And here it pulls the hip back. And that causes the diagonal here. All starts with the breath, the mind, and then the body follows. Two more of working the pulley. We're now at your right side. We come back to grounded. It's grounded a couple times. It's fairly energetic. And our next move will be light at the top of the head, light at the temple. Feet in a V. Inhale and sink it down. Bring the palms over the head, right at your point here, right at the back of the skull. And exhale and inhale, feet in a V. And that's your light you're celebrating. So inhale, and now exhale. 3 times. Now you're massaging the Tao here, so the fingertips are up, but there's a circle between them, between your palms. Hold the energy there, inhale, and sink and rise. And let it go all the way down this time. And your left hand will be on the top when you come up through the central meridian here. Sink it down, and you'll next come to your temples, right behind the ears there. Feel that place right there. And sink and rise, feet in a V. Light at the temple. You're outside your head. You're just playing with that energy. There, it's there. Now you circle it. That's your Chih you're building. Beautiful. Hold it, inhale it. Sink and rise and let it go. Light at the temple. Release it out, down. Bringing your left hand up first. And exhaling it slowly down to prepare for joyous breath. Inhaling up, come to the balls of the feet. Big inhale here, and then sink it down. And at the third one down, you're doing 4 down. Inhale up, big inhale. 4 down. Drop the heels. Last one. Passing clouds. Feet are solidly on the earth in a V. You can brush your elbow if you like. There's a little bit of forward back weight shift feel in this, so just check it out. And last one. Deep breath and let go. 6 healing sounds. Ho, hu, tsu, shi, shi, chui, ho, hu, tsu, shi, shi, chui. Last one. Ho, hu, tsu, shi, shi. 5 chuis. Chui for the kidneys. Chui, chui. Turn the palms upside down. Chui, chui. Heel step. Circling the energy of yin and yang, all the opposites. And bringing your left heel to your right ankle bone. Coming into cosmic consciousness pose. Hold 30 seconds. Inhale and exhale. Left hand is inside, closer to the heart. Bringing the feet apart. Inhale and exhale. And thank you for your practice.